Rundown Thursday, June 10th, brought to you by High Noon. High Noon, you know what it is by now. It's a hard seltzer made with real vodka, real juice, and sparkling water. And it's actually made with vodka. It's not made with malt like all these other hard seltzers claim. They just released their new limited edition Tropical 8-pack to help kick off the warm weather. The new variety pack includes new flavors, mango and passion fruit. We also have fan favorites, watermelon, which we all have here, which I think is the best, and pineapple. You can pick some
pineapple.
Pineapple's obviously the
No,
best.
I think watermelon's better.
Clearly,
Okay, well, you guys, it's fine to be wrong sometimes. Pick some up at your local liquor store today and make sure to tag our @Nooners social accounts where you're enjoying your Nooners this summer. Real vodka, real juice for real fans just like us. Let's start off in the NHL. Last night, the Islanders Bruins, the electric 6-game series of streams and battles from Boston to Borelli's to the Coliseum has come to an end, and Frankie has beat the city of Boston. Along with his dad and Stu Feiner.
Yeah.
You were there at the Coliseum last night. How defeated are you today?
I'm exceptionally defeated today. Today sucks. I don't think the rundown really cares if we want to get into what's going to happen for the Bruins.
No.
But we can talk about the experience of the Coliseum. That place sucks. It's like, all right. So first of all, I want to say loud and clear, I am rooting for the Islanders. They're going to lose, but I'm rooting for the Islanders from here on out.
They're playing Tampa.
They're playing Tampa.
Okay.
It is probably not going to go well for them, but I am 100% hoping the Islanders win the Cup. The fans were very largely awesome. The place itself sucks though. The place, it's obviously getting blown up very soon. There's no bathrooms. I couldn't even drink last night. I had one beer at the first period,
major problem.
and it was like,
the bathroom.
It was, dude. I had to fucking.
There's two in the entire ring.
I went out 3 separate times to just try and see if the line was even manageable. Started intermission, it wasn't, which that's to be expected. End of intermission, it wasn't, which is a shocker. Then I went out with fucking 10 minutes left in the second to go still try. I was at this point, I had to wait in line because I was going to piss my pants. And then I'm in line for, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And I took a couple of pictures until this guy behind me just goes, some like old Long Island dude just goes, "Who the fuck are you, Ed Sheeran?" And I was like, all right, we're not doing pictures anymore. Get the fuck away from me. But yeah, it was fun. Like the fans were really cool, except for the walk home. Me and Marina got separated and encountered 3 of the worst fans I've ever. It was.
Were they stoolies or just like Islander fans?
I wouldn't say they knew who we were, but I wouldn't say stoolies.
Okay.
And it was. I don't know if you've had the walk from the Collie to the Borelli's.
Yeah.
It's like 20
minutes or so.
25 minutes.
Yep.
A very treacherous walk. Like you're crossing highways. And
I did it in the snow in a blizzard, and we thought
on-ramps,
a car was
off-ramps.
going to hit us the entire time.
It's a treacherous walk. And we just had, we got caught in, a small group, and it was just, these 3 dudes who wouldn't shut the fuck up. And that's the worst part.
So, they're very, indifferent a lot of times. I don't know, we played a hockey game, we lost, I get it. They just wouldn't let it go.
You would not be a fun person to yell at.
It was.
You would just be like, yeah.
It was not, but they didn't care. It was 20 minutes of it. And then it's just like, well, we can't fight these guys because fighting on the side of a highway is a good way to either end up dead or in jail for manslaughter. And you can't really fight them because they know who you are, but it was just it was the worst possible 20 minutes of walking after that loss.
So wait, do you confront
But those
them?
were the only 3.
Do you ever go I get it,
No, I didn't. I kept my mouth shut the entire time until they said our first line was overpaid. When David Pastrnak, Brad Marchand, and Patrice Bergeron are the 3 most famously underpaid players in the NHL, and I was finally like, "What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about that they're overpaid?" That was what really set me off.
Their salary situation is what set you off.
They're dropping hard F-bombs, and I'm like, whatever, man, I get it. And then they brought up the fucking first line salary, and I was like, you fucking idiots.
How was the game watch experience with Frankie, Stu, and Frankie's dad?
I mean, it was.
Can I say something? Frankie's dad.
He's so pure.
He deserved every I'm so happy for him. Frankie and indifferent. Frankie's dad, I'm so happy for.
I'm honestly they're the only 2 things that are making it a little bit easier because I'm distraught and heartbroken. I woke up this morning literally truly depressed, and
Are they number 1 for you, the Bruins, over the Patriots?
Yes. Yeah. They've the Patriots. I became a fan with Tom Brady, which is 20 years ago, but the Bruins, I was very young, a big Bruins fan. But I think I was 5 or 6 when I became right big. But the thing that sucked is I remember game 5, Like I was kind of smiling and smirking as like Mr. Brother was like spiking things in my face because I truly believed that we were still gonna win the series. So it was easy to like be like, all right, whatever.
Just go, Crush. Just go. I mean, look at this rundown. Just go.
But last night was I was angry, not at anybody, not at Mr. Brother.
It's just like
You wanted to fight Mr. Brother.
I thought the Bruins had a fantastic chance to win the cup, as did you. So when that
until
ends,
like I'm mad at myself for buying in because like this was the problem at the start of the season. You knew depth and you knew defense was gonna be a fucking issue.
You know who was trending on Twitter last night?
Who?
Char.
Yeah, makes fucking sense. Fucking the guys we let him go for were too hurt to play because all they do is get hurt. Should have predicted it.
This is not a chirp. Like, I saw Jack Mack's tweet. I was stunned. The Bruins have only won 1 Stanley Cup in the 21st century.
Yeah.
I would have guessed. I would have been like, they've won 3 in the past 10 years.
Well, they've been to 3. So, like,
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Like, when I saw that they've won 1 and...
It was like, they made it to Game 7 of the Cup 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Right,
but even that year's a bullshit fucking year. And that year,
Why?
Sweeney... Because that year, their path to the finals was so fucking easy. Their path to the finals was Toronto, bums, Carolina, and Columbus. Like all the good teams in our conference got upset. So like that Stanley Cup getting to that Game 7 kind of like, and even the Blues were having like, that's a shocker of a year.
Yeah.
And like, so that kind of like bought everyone a little more time and like they shouldn't have been there. They shouldn't have been in the Cup finals that year. They should have had to take a closer look at their roster before then or before now. But again, no one cares about this.
Okay.
But yeah, last night in the Coliseum it sucked.
Stu was fun?
Stu elbowed me in the face at one point. Actually, it wasn't quite the face; it was more like the temple. But he then leaned down and kissed me, which I guess made it better.
A rare 1-2 combo. Yeah, but it's for me, like, I am a Ranger fan, not the biggest Ranger fan, but I know I'm supposed to like not like the Islanders, and I don't. But seeing like this story of like Frankie and his dad and Borelli's at the last year at the Coliseum, the last year that Borelli's is across from the Coliseum, and you have all the watch parties, and you have just these pure people, it's making it very hard to root against them.
Yes. And
Borelli's is so cool. Like,
great food.
Everyone there is awesome. Like, there's great vibe in there. That was the difference too going into the Collie last night. Like, all the games at Borelli's, you knew no one was gonna disrespect Borelli's or Mr. Borelli and like hit you. But when you're in the Collie, the threat of violence is very real. Like, it gets real pretty fast. But although it was all everyone just like saying, "Be safe, be safe." No one was ever going in. I was like, we might get hit tonight. And then it also had, like,
I mean, if you guys
was a closer
won
game
6-2 instead of losing 6-2, it might have been maybe more likely.
It ended up just being, more the butt of a joke rather than any threat of violence. But I don't know, it fucking sucked. The Bruins are kind of fucked. I think they need to completely rebuild the team. Not completely rebuild the team. Again, no one cares. I don't want to.
okay.
No.
Next up, we have a nurse, an anti-vaxxer nurse, in front of like a town hall or something, trying to prove that the vaccine leads to you becoming magnetic, I guess. So she's trying to test it with a key and a bobby pin, and it just clearly isn't magnetic. Like, they are just not sticking to her.
She does the key at first, and it sticks.
I think that's getting overlooked in this. When that key stuck to her chest, I was like,
but I think that might have just been the angle.
I'm not joking. When I saw the video in Hubs' blog, I was like, she's proven her point exactly. Like, it sticks to her.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know the science of that, but she should have quit. That's a classic case of quit while you're at it.
Look, it's sticking.
It's sticking. I gasped when that stuck to her chest.
The key is sticking very clearly.
I guess it just didn't move up to her neck yet. The magnet's not in her neck yet, but it's stuck.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe her shoulder, it moves when you get in your shoulder, it goes closer to the chest than the neck.
You're just sweaty.
Yeah, probably you're just sweaty in the wedding position.
I just have a sweaty chest. I'm under 1,000,000-degree lights.
What I don't understand is she's an anti-vaxxer, but is she vaccinated? Like, okay, so that's...
Because she's a nurse, so she probably had to get it.
Gotcha, okay. Because I was confused where it's like she's trying to prove, oh, fuck the vaccine, but then she has
The interesting point is that keys aren't magnetic. modern keys are made
Okay,
with brass
that is
and
a very
aluminum that
interesting
aren't
fact.
even
That's a fun
magnetic.
fact.
She didn't know that one.
Well, also she says, I just picked this up at, like, she learned it over lunch break, and then she thought that she was going to
Yeah.
nail it in front of the
girl in
entire
the back.
town.
Yeah,
That's
that's
such a great
confidence I wish
reaction
I could
to it.
have.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I just learned this 15 seconds ago, and I'm ready to present it to the court.
And
or
it's-
the
Well, no, it's
committee.
anyone that uses Facebook. Like, she uses Facebook at lunch, and she just, like,
Jack Mac TikTok.
Even at the end, it like falls off of her, and she goes,
she goes,
going,
any
like,
questions?
"See?"
She does the Jordan shrug. She's like,
Yeah.
any questions?
Where it's like, it's the confidence makes you think, my God, maybe it really is magnetic.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I know that people are talking about this woman here in the blue, but like maybe other people just. I assume everyone in this is half asleep, so no one's even really focusing on what's happening. But I expected larger reactions from everybody to be like, what is happening right now? Like everyone should be standing up. Like we're gonna stick with a Jordan thing, like the Utah Jazz shot, where like everyone's like, holy shit, like. Nothing is like it just keeps falling off her.
I think
And,
it's just par for
like
the
our
course
bobby
at this
pins
point.
even like magnetic.
Well,
Also, to be honest, if vaccines made you magnetic, that's kind of more of a pro than a con. Like that would be pretty cool if I was like Magnetic Man or something.
I don't think that would. I disagree strongly.
I
on
think
this.
that's a lane that nobody else is in. Nobody else is the magnetic man. If I get to be
But then we
magnetic,
all-
Tommy's like, I always hated MRIs.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
a
yeah,
reason
yeah.
not be able to get one.
yeah.
when I walk by her fridge, I wish I was closer to it.
Next up, staying on hardcore politics, Bill de Blasio continues to just truly be a stunning idiot in many ways and just make fun of himself. But he was showing how ranked choice voting works for New York City mayoral candidates, and he did his best New York City pizza toppings. His top 5 were, first was green peppers, followed by olives, sausage, mushrooms, and pepperoni.
Get the fuck out of here. Like this
It
is
did
shit.
cross
Like,
out
this is no
pineapple.
fuck off. This is a guy who is he knows he's out.
Do you think he's self-aware now?
He's got to be? You're popping olives and what do you say? Number 2?
Number 2.
Green peppers 1, olives 2.
I'll fuck with some green peppers. They're obviously nowhere near 1, but I'll fuck with some peppers on a pizza. But olives, in any capacity other than in a fucking glass of vodka, suck. It's like
Terrible.
there's no need for olives to exist on this planet.
Also, clams. Who the
Vegan
fuck puts
cheese!
clams on
Vegan
it?
cheese! Are you fucking kidding me?
Cheese, too.
This
Nothing
is-
I
nah,
love
he
more than
knows
a
what he's
slice
on.
of pepperoni and vegan
So wait,
cheese.
what would be if you're listing olives second? What you trying not to become mayor? Like what?
But he can't become.
Well, he's done.
Oh, I
Like,
thought he was trying.
No,
to
no,
be,
he's not
oh.
up for re-election.
No.
He's
I
just
wrote in the blog.
proving-
I don't even know if he's Democrat or
I
Republican.
want people to
just know
write
he-
me in for New York City mayor if anyone lives in the city. I'd like 20 write-in votes, enough where people have to mention it on like the news. But yeah, I would do
I think
for
you'll
me
get it.
1 pepperoni, 2 sausage, maybe grilled onions, prosciutto, and meatballs.
I mean, you just gotta stick with all the meat, and then
Grilled
occasionally.
onions I'll throw on. You put a nice prosciutto and grilled onions on a slice. Let me tell you, that's very.
You want to know something crazy I used to do in college at Hungry Howie's?
So scared of this.
It's actually it's not that crazy, but I would get vegetarian pizzas with, and then I'd be like, can you put pepperoni and sausage on it? And those are actually pretty good.
No, that's fantastic. My favorite pizza is like I love grilled chicken with like peppers and onions and like garlic and just like all that shit on it. I love shit like that. Like
It
I'll
is-
do.
It was a lot, but it was Hungry Howie's was $7, and if I got that many toppings on it,
Is that like Tallahassee's #1 pizza spot?
I wouldn't say that, but they would flavor their crust, which I like too. But like it would be like $7, and like that's a meal now.
Yes.
Now I got a bunch of stuff. If I just have like pizza, it's not really a meal. Bunch of vegetables, that's a meal.
It is also interesting that he did cross out pineapple, which almost makes you think that he was aware where it's like, I know if I put pineapple first, everyone's going to make fun of me, that's a meme or whatever. And then he proceeded to still somehow get made fun of by putting green peppers
And
and
so-
olives.
But you know what? The best part about this too, and politics as a whole, is that this was created by like a think tank.
Yes.
Like they were like, okay, so
I mean,
this,
gov/vote pizza.
this,
Like it's a whole thing.
like they're like, all right, this will offend this crowd, and this can go for this crowd, and like.
Okay, so I was saying they put vegan cheese on it to like pander to the vegans, but then he didn't even give it one of his
But
top
at least it made it on the list. I think.
Oh,
You know what
so
else?
they feel like appreciated as vegan.
Like, they're like, all right, we get it. Like, people know we exist.
And then clams
And
are
then, yeah, we know.
underneath.
What I also don't understand is, so New York City's doing ranked choice voting or whatever. So is it going to be like MVP voting, or
You keep saying
the
that.
second?
I don't know what that means.
So you could rank. I think maybe it's just for the primaries, where there's so many different
Oh, it's like
candidates.
MVP
You could rank 1 through 5 instead of just voting for one person. So then, does that mean that the person you rank second is getting like some sort of points? That's stupid.
Tommy, I hope you're gonna.
You just vote for one
If
person.
I don't see Tommy on the bottom
That-
line,
See, I think for, I don't know, I'll guess eternity, that's been the best way
Right,
to do
is
these
you just
things.
vote. You pick one person. Now this is going to be like you could technically not get the most first place votes and maybe win.
I
I don't know.
like
Tommy.
you've been trying to explain this to me, and I have no idea
Tommy,
how
you're
it
talking
works. So
Spanish.
Just write in.
and
I
I'm
mean,
not
a
a
government.
Just
smart
write
person,
Tommy
but I'm not the
Smokes.
stupidest
Thomas
person
Cabelli,
alive.
Tommy Smokes, either one.
And I'm gonna guess that
I
just
could
most people don't understand this.
Split 'em. Next up, we have really the saddest news of all time. George the monkey has passed away.
He was the gift opening monkey.
What's in there? Oh, what's that?
Yes, he was the viral. It's rare for a celebrity death. I don't know. It's really a stretch to call this a celebrity death to affect
it's a
me.
pretty big stretch.
I saw
Yeah.
Marty's tweet about this, and I almost cried. Like that George the monkey was a staple of TikTok. Like 17 million followers, and the owners put out a TikTok.
17 million?
I think
oh,
so,
man, those
yeah.
owners have to be.
That's
Right?
exactly
I
what
was
I
gonna
said
steal
earlier.
Tommy's
Like,
take.
there's no bigger. Well, George, I guess, doesn't come out great here, but the biggest losers are the owners. Like, your income was this monkey. Like, you got paid off this monkey. You sold merch. You probably got like creator fund money, all these different ad deals, and now they're just unemployed.
Yeah.
Like now they just have no monkey.
You have to
and
do,
no
like-
job.
It's like having a child star who goes off
Right.
the deep end. And you're like, what the fuck? You were on Disney. You were supposed to make the jump to Marvel, and then the kid just dies in a car accident.
Yeah,
He was high on
and he
cocaine.
died. The monkey died because he went in for routine tooth surgery, and the dumb anesthesiologist gave him too much anesthesia.
Oh,
that
George.
person should be shot.
I
The
have a
anesthesia.
question.
it's the most dangerous part of surgeries.
Anesthesia.
I know. I'm actually worried. Like now, I know it's a monkey, but I'm now very nervous about
I
anesthesia.
one time had surgery, and my anesthesiologist was named Dr. Risk. And I was like, you gotta be fucking
When I
kidding
had
me.
my when I had my last endoscopy for my ulcer, I walked in there and the anesthesiologist was a stoolie and he wanted to talk to me about Barstool, and I was like, "That's not the guy."
Yeah, no. It is sort of fun when you're going under anesthesia, like trying to figure out the moment
Oh, it's
you're
the
gonna
best.
pass out.
It's the
Where it's like, I know
best.
I'm about to fall asleep now. I know I'm about to fall asleep now. But it is like I may never wake up again. So
if death
like-
is that peaceful, oh my God, give it to me.
Yeah, like that. Like I'd have no problem not waking up again after surgery as long as I die right away. What was that? Is it Hayden Christensen?
Is that when they felt it?
The movie with who is it? Is it
Ken
Natalie
Jack saying
Portman
yes.
in
Ken
it?
Jack saying yes.
What's up? I think it's called Awake. Yeah, and he's having a surgery. And I think
Yes.
his wife is like Natalie Portman or someone like. It's Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Alba, and he's just awake listening to him and his wife and his doctor talk about killing him.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be down for.
No.
But if you just kill me straight up.
I mean, look
fine.
at this. He was a human. He was a human.
Tommy,
being,
here's
this
my
monkey.
question. You know when you're a kid and your hamster dies and they can just get you a new hamster or a goldfish?
Yeah.
Could they not get a new George the monkey?
I have to imagine most monkeys aren't like this, or else everybody would fucking have their monkey
you
on
just say
TikTok.
you're going on vacation and you just find a new George
No,
the
they
monkey.
would know. That would have been fun though. The conspiracy theories
Yeah.
of they replaced
It's
George.
like
I know
Avril.
they
Avril
replaced
died,
George.
they made a new Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
We just need a new George.
I mean, at this point, I think.
They
I mean,
just
you
have to
still
get-
have this account with 17 million followers. You have to get a new monkey.
you have to.
And just hope he can do this. Oh, watching these
You have
videos.
tryouts, George the Monkey tryouts or something.
Otherwise, you just have to go get a real job and finance or something.
Watching these videos, you're like, how did someone ever believe in creationism?
Oh,
that's
where we're going.
Yeah, that's a human. That's what
but
we come.
so are all little monkeys like that? Like
I
this
would
has,
bet they're,
he
like,
has
to
to
an
be
ex-
top.
Does he wear a
1%.
diaper?
Yeah, he wears a diaper. It's a,
Oh,
he
right.
was maybe the
If
love
he
of my
wore a
life.
diaper, if
he
he,
was
if
adorable.
he was flushing toilets and shit, I would have been very, very impressed.
Yeah, no, he is. The
up.
things he would do were I mean, look at him going through the bat. It's just very sad. It's just very
All right,
sad.
well, R.I.P. George.
Yeah. Next up, Gerrit Cole, Josh Donaldson faced off last night. Little background here. MLB, no, this has to be so. MLB cracking down on spider tack, which is like a substance that pitchers were using. It wasn't totally illegal. Everybody was using it, yada, yada. Josh Donaldson says, oh, I bet Gerrit Cole was using it a lot. That's why his spin rate was down in his last start, because now they're cracking down more. last night Gerrit Cole faced Josh Donaldson, went 0 for 3, struck him out twice the first time, and Gerrit Cole was kind of staring him down afterwards, like tugging on his cap a little bit to mess around and be like, look, I'm getting the pine tar or whatever, the spider tack off my cap. So yeah, he just owned Josh Donaldson. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, no, you know, remember in the beginning when I was talking about like the Bruins stuff, and I was like, no one cares about this on the rundown.
No, people care a lot about this. People care a lot about this.
The spider tack thing though, like, I mean, Garrett used it obviously, so like.
Well, there's no way to know that. For sure.
Like, why is he like rubbing it in? Like, oh, I'm gonna get my spider tack now.
Oh,
Like,
he's showing like I didn't
you
need
clearly
spider
used it.
tack to get you out.
I don't know if you're working about RPMs about it, shit like that, but like, I mean, he used it. We all saw the answer.
But also, it's there's no proof he used it, and even if he
There
did
is
use
proof.
it,
Oh,
Are you trying to say that Gerrit Cole doesn't use?
I haven't seen the proof. A-Rod never failed the drug test.
All right.
Gerrit Cole
As long
never
as you're just being,
officially-
as long as you're being an asshole. Okay. I thought that was serious
He
for a
didn't
second.
need it though to
What-
strike him
How
out.
do
That
you
was
come from the
point last
Houston
night.
Astros with rampant cheating and
Only their offense
not
cheated.
being able to think on your feet when asked questions about cheating?
That
was the worst performance
the
I've ever
PR
seen.
guy really. That was tough. That was
The
tough.
fact that the New York
freezing-
Yankees and Gerrit Cole are ending up the face of this scandal more so than Trevor Bauer is criminal. They should. The Yankees are fucking
at that-
dead, man.
look-
The Yankees are just not the Yankees.
the Minnesota Twins are back in town and they're beating up on them, so they're being the Yankees again. But yeah,
That was so bad.
It's rare though. Credit to Gerrit Cole. It's rare when you have a showdown like that where there's bad blood between a batter and a pitcher, and they're so clearly a winner. Like it's rare for the guy to hit a home run or the pitcher to strike him out. Like usually it's a ground out or a fly out or some shit. Like this, like Gerrit Cole very clearly owned Josh Donaldson.
Sure, but back to the thing about the question here, Dig. Why didn't he just go Palmeiro? Like the Palmeiro, I believe that. I might still believe Rafael Palmeiro. Like he was so.
He could have pulled like a Reagan, like I don't recall.
Be like I have like just like looked like right like fucking point right in the zoom camera. Like, I have never used spider tack. I don't know. I resent the accusation and never. Well, I don't even know what spider tack is. You should ask, you should ask
get
what
you
is
didn't
spider
want to
tack.
lie, but you gotta have something.
Just lie.
special.
Why
Also,
don't everybody lies?
He
Just
knew
lie.
the question was coming. He knew it was coming.
Obviously not. Like it was like the SpongeBob meme where everything is on fire. Like they're looking through files. Like we prepared for everything except this very specific question.
He did like what I used to do, like my debit account, where I was like, look, if I don't look at it, then it can't be low. And he's like, if I don't prepare for this question, there's no way they'll ask it.
Next up, we have a viral Twitter thread of all the lies that LeBron has told throughout the year.
Right.
Just pretty funny when they're all put together. Like just him reading the Godfather thing, the fake cast. There's 5 pictures of him very clearly posing, reading different books. I think it's just funny. Like I embrace LeBron as a character at this point.
Yeah.
Like I don't see that and hate him. I'm just like this is a funny man.
Guess what?
It's-
He's been,
I don't
Not
think he's-
intentionally.
Not intentionally, but he is. I think the biggest ones aren't ones that got mentioned, where it was the fucking. When he said it was just recently, I think it was in the playoffs, it happened, when he said he saw 3 hoops. No, it was the play-in game
Against the Warriors.
He said he saw 3 hoops,
Just
shot
shot
at
for
the
the
middle
middle.
one. It's just like a line in every movie where someone kind of had a concussion.
Yeah.
And then what ESPN wrote a whole fucking article about him having an eidetic memory because he could remember, I don't know, some plays. Like, every athlete ever remembers. I can tell you about some plays from high school. They were
Yeah.
just plays in the
Like,
game.
they're major things in your life.
Yeah. LeBron broke down his great play from 12 years ago. He has an eidetic memory. No.
Yeah, and he also probably studied it like 5 minutes before so that he would look like he has an idea.
People would like talk about like video. Like, he remembered like codes from video games, and they're like, yeah, everyone. I don't, but like, people who played video games remember like up, down, A, B, whatever it is. Like, those are just things people know.
What was your take, Nate, that you said you think people are going to hate?
I don't know. I just feel like at this point, it's so cliche to be like Bron this, look at Bron that. Like, I don't know. He's been at the top of the game for 18 years. If you're always under the microscope for that long, you're going to get caught up in
It
some
is
lies.
But like,
the fact that his biggest scandals is stuff like this instead of like
no, but I'm
more
with you.
serious
Like,
off the
when
court
he does
issues.
like goofy shit on the court, I'm just like, that's LeBron. Like, but that's who.
Right, he doesn't know any better.
oh
we
wait,
know
what was
that's
that
who
one?
he is.
That one's a funny one. I forget exactly what he says in it. Oh, he doesn't know how to flop. He doesn't flop.
Oh,
he, doesn't,
yeah.
he doesn't know how to flop. He doesn't even know what it is, really.
And I
that's what Gerrit Cole should have done.
Right,
Like,
but
I
I
don't
think
even
in his
know what
heart of
spider
hearts,
tack is.
like that, I think he believes that. Like I think LeBron believes
Right,
like he
because he's a
doesn't know how to
pathological
flop.
liar.
Yeah.
And you would start to believe your lies.
Yeah, George Costanza. Last up, sort of after show, TikTok, the internet is trying to cancel Dave again, for being too mean to interns. The Dave Portnoy show yesterday, where he roasts the one intern's TikTok for the Travis's for the boys.
Which video was he?
First one, the Travis Scott for the boys.
It's maybe the worst TikTok I've ever seen. Like what? I mean that TikTok was horrible.
People on TikTok are like, this is no way. I'll read off some of the comments on like the TikTok on the main Barstool. They're claiming that this is no way to treat employees. He was just having a good time. Not cool, Dave. I would be happy on my first day and be proud. You're telling an employee he can't represent the name of his workplace. I love you, Dave, but this ain't it. The poor intern looks like he wants to cry. It wasn't that bad. The vid was good.
See, this is my problem with TikTok. We were talking about this yesterday on KFC Radio. Like, this is just TikTok. I don't even know if it's a bad TikTok. It's just what TikTok is. Right. It's
right.
not.
And
it's
these
not
people
entertaining.
defending him.
I could say it's a bad video. I don't know if I could say it's a bad TikTok because I think that's just what they do on TikTok.
Poor guy. Damn. Chill out, Dave. Like just all these different things.
I actually didn't. What do you say about the kid? Because
He
I'm
could've-
sure
he could've
Dave
been
is treated
a lot meaner.
I was gonna say, if we're gonna talk about Dave Portnoy mistreating employees, we can do that. This ain't it. Yeah, I agree with that, dude. This ain't it.
The Viva La Stool account put out like a 5-minute supercut of all Dave being mean to interns. Alarmingly stupid for me. Hank getting taped to a wall. Jack McCarthy.
It's summertime at the stool, which means we have idiotic interns.
He's like a narcoleptic dog. That's really what Hank is. He's fine, he's awake, and then all of a sudden, he's asleep on the floor of the bus 3 seconds later.
What an idiot. What a fucking idiot. Weird haircut set. That was my campaign. That was 25 yards.
What did I say about
Alarmingly stupid.
What?
Alarmingly stupid.
Yeah, you're alarmingly stupid, Tom.
He bets so much more than you and your insignificant, fucking useless shit.
With
Look
the guy
where all
who
you
was
guys
the
ended
guy.
up. Hank's a fucking producer of the
just
best
end
podcast
up-
in the world. You or you.
I'll take it. I did make like
He's
a
the vape
3-minute
god.
TikTok.
Kevin, the vape
I made a
god.
3-minute TikTok just like hyping myself up. Like I got yelled at, now I work at Barstool. So yeah, I mean, he's gonna get, shit on or whatever, but that's TikTok. Like that just shows you also almost how big Barstool has
here's
gotten,
the real
where there are
take.
people who see Dave and they're like, oh man, that's me. Like they don't know this history.
So the real take is we discovered that way too early because now we don't get any of those TikToks ever again, and we could have got like.
What do you mean?
We could have got that every day, that sort of TikTok, every day from the interns, and now none of them are going to make TikToks anymore. And I feel like we're
right,
missing
you're
out.
saying just be silent and see how far it would have went.
We could have got like a month of like amazing TikToks like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is anyone over? I don't know if any of the interns.
No, I
are
think
over
he's
here.
updating his resume.
I mean, the thing is, I actually feel bad for like. It's not like Riley. I think is the intern who got like mostly got yelled. No, maybe not
Look at that
Riley.
bald
Who's
spot.
the intern that mainly got yelled at
Relax.
yesterday?
That is.
Relax.
So like Sean isn't out
forgot
there being
about
like
that.
He was
Dave
super
mistreated
bald.
me or anything. Like he took his lashing and like was like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So like people are almost white knighting on behalf of him. It's like he's not the one being like, oh, he was too mean to me.
Well, that would be a
And
very.
that's the worst when you're like, look, it was fine. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't, because that's just gonna make it worse. That's gonna make Dave go at it worse. We're like, look, I'm good. Like I don't need anyone to come help me. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's but I mean, that's the
I
internet.
do
That's
wish we got.
TikTok.
I wish we got more of those.
Yeah.
It could have gone on forever.
It really could have been. I wonder how long if we could have got like 10. Maybe can they just keep making them?
Yeah, that's what I like.
Just like put it on private and like so Dave doesn't want the Barstool logo blasted and all of
What
it.
does
Just
that
like
even
send them to
mean?
us.
Like, don't want the Barstool logo on a TikTok of someone who's actively working at Barstool?
Well, in a TikTok manner like that, I guess. Like you probably don't want that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever.
The TikTok sucked, but I appreciate the effort.
Oh, Ronan PFT told him to keep making it. Well, because Dave had him on the Dave Portnoy show.
Did you
and
watch
screamed
the
at
Dave
him.
Portnoy show? That's one reason not to keep making them.
Then like they become awesome.
Yeah, that's why I wish we didn't blow it up to begin with.
So you think he should just ignore everything that was said on the Dave Portnoy show and keep making them?
Yeah, because Dave.
All right, Rudy.
All right.
No, but I agree with Rudy in the sense that like if you just keep doing a dumb thing.
Right, if you
it's
lean
like a
into
Family
it,
Guy
I
joke.
guess.
Just keep doing a dumb thing for a while. It gets funny.
Wait,
Do I have?
do you want the mic?
Oh,
The chugging the smoothies.
the smoothies, yeah.
The most unanimously hated thing on the internet
Yeah. And guess what? I stopped doing it because of the playoffs and I wasn't working out anymore. Post-workout smoothies are coming back. People are going to get pissed.
And word of the day?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
word
good.
of the day.
I like those.
So follow Fights Barstool to see that.
All right.
I don't know if that's
That's
it.
the rundown. We will see you guys on Monday.
Monday.
You haven't followed me back on TikTok yet, actually. So will
I
make
actually
sure to
don't
do
like.
that.
I don't even look at my TikTok.
Well,
but yeah,
he
He's
I'll
a
follow.
TikTok guy.
I'm
Tommy,
gonna
I'll
need you to
follow
do
you on
that.
TikTok right now.
All right.
What's your TikTok?
That's it. Tommy Smokes at Tommy Smokes.
Good rundown.
I don't even know where TikTok is.
All right.
No, here it is.
Are we doing this on it? Is this on it?
I'm
It's
not
over,
gonna
it's
get
over.
up before I do it. You can keep the cameras rolling if you want. Nope. I'm searching for TikTok in it. Tommy Smokes. No blue check mark, huh?
That's some real shit.
Follow back. Bam. There you have it, Tommy.